Hey guys, this is Shikha and welcome back to my channel. So this channel is all about being healthy and living your best life, and today's video is all about sugar craving. So when it comes to sugar, I can definitely say that I used to be a sugar addict, but now I'm kind of doing okay. And now also I eat sugar every now and then, but it's not like an addiction to me, it's more like a choice to me. So I can say that I have found a correct balance between having it or not having it. So yeah, let's just get right into the tips. So first, I have done all my research and I want to firstly talk about why do we crave sugar at the first place. So the sugar initially spikes the blood sugar, causing us to feel happy and energized. But since it's devoid of real nutrition, the blood sugar level falls down immediately, leaving us more moody, tired and hungry, as a result of which we reach for more sugar. The taste of the sugar also releases endorphins, which calms and relaxes us and offers us a natural high state. In other ways, sugar acts on your reward center in brain and gives you a fake sense of pleasure when you have it. When you frequently consume the sugar, your body and your brain get tolerant to it and require more to get the same amount of pleasure as you used to get initially. And when you choose not to eat the sugar, you can see symptoms like headache, mood swings, or even you feel hungry and you crave more. And also extensive consumption of it changes your brain so that you crave it more. But the good news is it takes only 5 days to reduce the amount of sugar dependency by just eliminating the refined sugar from your diet. Okay, so tip number 1 is it's a mindset change. So by this, I mean that you don't have to think like you are depriving yourself from having sugar, because you know that whatever you resist persists, and thinking this way, it's going to be so much tougher than it is actually. In fact, what I noticed was once I started fueling my body well, I was having a lot more energy than ever before and I was feeling much better. So yeah, I highly believe in this and would recommend you guys to look into it for aiming for progress, not for perfection. Tip number 2 is clean out your kitchen and fill it up with good quality snacks. Toss anything sugary or carb heavy. When you do not have anything unhealthy or sugary in your home, then I don't think you are going to drive to the supermarket to satisfy your craving. So I highly recommend to replace those low quality snacks with the better ones. So there are so many quality snacks available in the market right now which are a healthier option, so those will come handy whenever you are craving something. So when it comes to snacking, I love sticking to more whole foods, like grabbing a banana, apple, orange, and avocado toast is really a nice option. And whenever I'm craving something sweet, I always reach for banana bread, and I make my own on weekends, and the bread lasts me for a whole week. And yeah, it just works well for me. And if you want to check the recipe out, I will have it linked above here. And that banana bread recipe is nut free, it's gluten free, and it's vegan, so it's pretty healthy. I don't think the problem comes when we indulge ourselves in sugary treats every now and then, but when we overconsume it. And I get it, it's so easy to overconsume the sugar because sugar is added to almost 80% of the food present in the market, and trust me, you will have sugars in those foods where you won't expect to have sweetness at all. So I always put a little extra effort and check the foods which I am buying and ensure that it's having a less sugar or no added sugar at all. So I would highly recommend you guys to be more mindful about what you're bringing into your house and read the labels. Tip number 3 is fill up on healthy fat. Fat tastes good and it's both satisfying physically and mentally. Fat also helps in stabilizing the blood sugar level, and I believe it's so important to have healthy fats, especially when you are working on reducing the amount of sugar in your diet. So I make sure to have healthy fats with every meal of mine, and I really like having avocados, nuts, olives, or if you eat cheese is really nice option, and fish is also really great. This way you can enjoy your food and feel less deprived. Tip number 4 is having detox water. So I have talked about the importance of detox water in my celery juice video, which I have done probably 2 weeks back, and I will have it linked over here for you guys. And yeah, detox water really helps. So I remember when I was doing that 7 days celery juicing challenge, I craved less amount of sugar, and I have talked about all my experience in that video. So if you're interested in checking the full experience, I will have it linked over here. But if you're someone who cannot bear the taste of celery, don't worry, I've got you sorted, because you can go for any kind of detox water like lemon juice with water, apple cider vinegar with water. So for apple cider vinegar and water, you can take 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar and mix it with 1 glass of water, and that tastes equally bad, but it works. So yeah, it's good option. But if you are a beginner, just simply start with lemon water, because I believe it's so important to start your morning with alkaline water first thing in the morning. Tip number 5 is write down what you are going to eat. Now here comes my favorite tip, meal planning, and I have talked about meal planning in detail in my how to simplify your diet video, and I will have it linked over here. You guys can go ahead and check. So guys, meal planning is really huge. It saves you a lot of time, money, effort, and even cravings. So to start with, if you are someone who is new to meal planning, do not make it complex. Just make things simpler for you. Like you can have items like different items on each category, like breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. So that way you are having a list of items. This way you are having a list of items in each category, and whenever you are craving something, you can go for these items on each category, and this will ensure that you are not having any unhealthy or artificial stuff. Because when you're making the list, you are going to make sure that you are only including the healthy stuff, which is going to satisfy your cravings and it's healthy for you. Again, this list do not have to be complex at all. Tip number 6 is exercise regularly and stay hydrated. So you cannot break free from sugar addiction until you are increasing your activity level. Find any activity that you enjoy, like yoga, going to gym, run, or even for a small walk. And the main point here is physical activity also mobilize the fat and glucose stores in the body, and this has the effect in normalizing the blood sugar level. When it comes to hydration, it's not only about consuming more and more amount of water. I know everybody says that, and I personally suck at drinking more water. I know I make it a priority and I try it every single day, but you know, some days are tough. Instead, what I love to do is I love to incorporate more foods having more water content in it, like celery and cucumber. Proper hydration keeps up the energy levels and stabilize hunger. Snacking on green apple, grapes, oranges, and even bananas is always better than reaching for something refined. And I believe natural sugar is always better than artificial sugar, because when you are having something like, let's say, any cupcake or muffins or anything bought from outside, you are only consuming the sugar. But in case if you are having any fruit like orange, you are also getting vitamin C and other nutrients along with the sugar. So it's always better to stick to something natural. And when it comes to sweetener, I like to use a natural form of sweeteners like dates into my smoothies, agave, maple syrup, or even if you eat honey, honey is nice. But I try to stay away from the white sugar and artificial sugar, because that can worsen the sugar cravings. Alright you guys, so that was all for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed watching this, and if you did so, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and please share any of your tips in the comment section down below so that we can help and motivate each other. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Till then, bye.